Ken Abraham's vocation in wildlife ecology and conservation exemplifies what distinguished service to a profession and society looks like. After graduating from Luther and then earning a master's and doctorate, Ken served as a biologist and research scientist with the Ontario Ministry of Natural Resources for most of his career. His work focused on understanding ecological relationships of birds and wetlands, especially waterfowl. Ken also studied migratory caribou, polar bears, and moose. For 40 years, Ken was a prolific scholar and active researcher. His work had an academic context as he co-supervised the research of 18 graduate students as an adjunct or associate faculty member at 8 different universities. If you add up the time Ken spent doing Arctic and subarctic fieldwork, it amounts to 276 weeks, more than 5 years of his life. As an Ontario civil servant, his first duty was to protect and manage the natural resources of the province. Ken dealt with the public, with non-government organizations, First Nations, and other governments by helping to develop and implement wildlife and habitat management and monitoring plans, applying the results of his own and others' research. Ken was a voice at the table on numerous provincial, national, and international environmental conservation committees. He received awards for his research and career services from, among others, the Mississippi Flyway Council, Ducks Unlimited, the North American Waterfowl Plan Committee, and his own ministry. In retirement, Ken is an active volunteer in a number of wildlife organizations, and he participates in and manages the Peterborough Concert Band. You can't help but smile to learn that Ken is simultaneously a trombonist and a member of a trumpeter swan conservation group. Although Luther College is presenting the Distinguished Service Award, in many ways we are standing in for the magnificent members of creation who can't be here this evening to honor him: the birds, caribou, polar bears, and moose, to whom Ken has dedicated his life's work. His research and policy advocacy has focused on species that are among those most affected by climate change. They and we thank you, Ken, as we proudly present you with the Distinguished Service Award.